Casey Orr introduces us to a woman by the name of Ashley Chin Chin. She was raised in the mission fields of Africa. This unique woman is the coordinator of Project Juembo.
Malawi, Africa is one of the world's most densely populated and underdeveloped countries, where the children are too small because there isn't enough food to eat. Most of the population is school-aged children who have a desire to learn, but the lack in educational tools makes it seem impossible. Ashley Chin Chin is only 23 but has already spent most of her life serving as a missionary. Her family founded the African Bible Colleges in 1978, and recently her father was given a vision, a way to help these children receive the education they need to provide for a better life. Together, they started Project Juembo.
Well, even though I left Malawi 6 years ago, I never really forgot all the kids who live in poverty. It was very difficult to see the way that these kids live in the slums. I think what inspired me most was walking into a typical village classroom. If you were to walk into a typical Malawian classroom, you would see the government provides these long wooden desks that are initially meant for 2 kids, and teachers are cramming 4 kids into these desks. And oftentimes, kids have to take turns sitting outside under trees because there's not enough room in these classrooms. If you were to walk in, you would notice it's very bare. There's no posters on the wall, there's no artwork, nothing like that because they can't afford those materials. Most kids own little more than a pencil stub, and they definitely don't own paper. They don't own school books. Most teachers are handing out notebooks to write on. And they definitely don't own backpacks because there's nothing to fill them with and take home. So that really hit me. I wanted to do something to help those kids. We wanted to do something to help those who are in poverty and who have a lot less. So what we're doing is asking kids in the States to purchase and fill brand new backpacks, and then we will ship them to Malawi and deliver them to the local villages. Kids are encouraged to fill a bag for a child who is the exact same age and in the same grade, same gender as them. Each person is given a luggage tag where they can enter their age and their gender. They can also include a photo if they would like, so that the child receiving the backpack can see who's given it to them. It's interactive because we also encourage people to include their email address. A couple months from now, when the backpacks get to Malawi, we'll be sending an email back. One thing that we highly encourage people to include are shoes. You might think that's kind of random to place in a backpack, especially along with a bunch of school supplies, but honestly, a lot of these kids are traveling a mile or 2 a day to get to school. Their parents don't own cars, and there's not a local school bus that can take them. A lot of them are commuting on foot, and for most of these kids, they've never owned a brand new pair of shoes. I think that's essential. If you're going to put anything in the backpack, you have to include shoes. Our slogan for Project Juembo is that no one can do everything, but everyone can do something. We obviously don't intend to solve poverty overnight, but I do think that everyone can fill a backpack to affect the life of one child. If we affected one child's life for that school year, I'd be happy. I really don't know how far this project's going to go, but I'm really excited to see where it takes us.
Project Juembo is just an idea, just a seed planted into someone who's willing to help it grow. Together, we can turn this project into a movement. No one can do everything, but everyone can do something.
Hey, if you'd like to learn more about this project, go to projectjuembo.com. Hey, up next, you can either drive or you can fly to Sweetwater, Tennessee, where milk isn't the only thing being produced these days. We'll see you in a minute as Southern Snapshot returns. I have got to find a helmet that fits.